In this video, I'm going to show you how to conduct a search using Advanced Google Search. It's very similar in some ways to using the Google Advanced Book Search, but this time we have it opened up to the entire web, the entire world of web. So now I'm going to type in Advanced Search, and I'm going to show you that there are some different options that come up. Here is one that says google.ca. That means that this is Canada's Google Advanced Search. We probably don't want that one. And this is one that says Google Books. This is the one that we use to do an advanced book search. So let's try just google.com/advanced search. And you'll see that the fields that are available to us are very similar to the ones that we had in the Google Book Search. With all of these words, this exact word or phrase, any of these words, none of these words, and numbers. Now this is a new one for us. With all of these words, remember this is the same as using and in a Boolean search. We want to find all of these words. I want this word and this word and this word. This exact word or phrase means I want this exact phrase. It's as if we were using quotation marks in a Boolean search. And because I'm just a fan of the quotation marks, I'm going to be using all of these words. I want human trafficking as a single item, and I could have put that there under this exact word or phrase without the quotation marks. But I want human trafficking and United States. I also want child or youth or adolescent, and I don't have any words right now that I would include in the not, but maybe if I started getting too many hits that had elements that were irrelevant to my search, I would find some key terms here to put. I don't want these words. For numbers ranging from, this is the category that allows you to say, I want this year to this year, or I want this weight to this weight, or I would like to have this unit of measurement to this unit of measurement. I'm not going to use this particular field right now. I'm going to narrow it by date here in a little bit. And then I'm going to even restrict my results a little bit more by choosing English here under the language, because regardless of what languages you are fluent in, your target audience will be fluent in English. You can just assume that. We're going to choose any region for right now, although eventually we'll probably have it limited to the United States because I already put that in my search. The last update, I don't want it to be updated within any time. I want it to be updated within the past year. And in fact, if I get too many hits, I may even restrict it to a more recent period. This is important. You are, in all of your other sources, you are allowed to use sources that are 5 years old. This one only, web pages, you must get web pages that have been updated within the past year. Now they don't have to have been published or written within the past year or posted within the past year, but they have to have been updated, which means that they have been checked for facts or edited to update their credibility. Under site or domain, you don't have to put anything here yet. However, I recommend that you do put a domain that is already considered credible by most sources. For instance, the most credible one right now is probably .gov. And so that's the one I'm going to type in for my search, especially as it pertains to human trafficking. I don't care where the terms appear. The key terms that I have written down in my search can be found anywhere on the page. I don't care where they are found as long as they're somewhere in the document. But I do have some options that I could choose if I wanted to change that and restrict it even more. Oops. Okay, so for safe search, I can filter the explicit results, but I want to show the most relevant results probably. The reading level, I can change the reading level if I would like. I can change it so that I have only the most advanced results, and if that's the case, I'm probably going to get the most scholarly sources. So I'm not going to require you to choose that now, but be aware that that's probably a good option if you're running into a lot of different web pages with your information. I could also limit it by format. I could choose just PDF files, just PowerPoints, just Microsoft documents, or just HTML documents. But for now, because Mrs. Mape says I can use any type of file, I'm going to leave it at any format. And as far as usage rights, I'm not going to filter them by license because we're going to be documenting these and citing them according to MLA style anyway, so we're allowed to use whatever site we find, as long as it's a credible source. And then I clicked on Advanced Search, the button. And you can see now that I have a lot of options here. Notice immediately at the top, I had asked only for .gov sources, and right up here already I have humantraffickingsearch.net, unicefusa.org, safehorizon.org. These are not .gov sites. These are part of a widget here, or a square of advertisements. Do not use the advertisements. Don't go to the advertisements. Instead, go down to your search. Also notice that we can limit our search even more here, or we can at least sort it in a different way. So here where I have search English pages, that one's highlighted because that's what I asked for. In the past year, I can change that here if I want to. Right now I'm going to keep it at the past year. Sorted by relevance, if I want to, I could search by date instead. And you can see the most recent one was updated just 2 hours ago. Unfortunately, if I do that, then it's going to expand my search a bit more. I would really prefer to sort by relevance, most likely. And notice too at this point that I lost all the advertisements when I changed my sorting. Instead of all results, I could once again choose a specific limitation here, or I could clear them, which I don't want to do. So I'm going to just click on this top one. It says Guidance to United States Services on Addressing Human Trafficking of Children and Youth in the United States. Addresses human trafficking of children and youth. Okay, so I think that sounds pretty legitimate, and it was published just this past September. So I'm going to, and it's a .gov, so I think that I can trust it. In fact, I can see right here that it's from the Health and Human Services. So I'm going to click on it, and it takes me to this page. Now this page doesn't look like it has very much in it, but it does have a link to the site. I'm going to look here, and I've got it. I'm trying to see if I can see my screen. No. I've got a link here, Guidance to States and Services on Addressing Human Trafficking of Children and Youth in the United States. This is the web page. It shows again that yes, it was updated 2013. And I'm going to go ahead and click on this link, and it'll take me to a document. So now I can see that I have a document for this source, and I can already deem that it is credible. So that is how you conduct an advanced Google search.